Hello people and welcome back to another edition of the weekly wrap-up here in the Console Xplosion. This is your host, Antonio from Gokalo Retro Reviews, in from Ian, the historic nerd, again this week. Sorry guys, no green screen again this time. In any case, you're stuck with me this time. Let's get started with the news. Oh yes guys, perfect! Legendary game designer Hideo Kojima and legendary film director Guillermo del Toro have both met in the DICE Summit and they both want to collaborate. Judging for PT, I mean, who wouldn't want these guys to make anything? They're gonna make something great, I think. I'm so excited for this in the future, and now with fucking Konami out of the way, fuck you Konami, Hideo Kojima has everything to do whatever he wants without any sort of ties with him. Guillermo del Toro said, whatever he wants to do, I'll do with him. Fucking, where's my mic to drop it? Where's my mic to drop it? Fox executives have said that they would love to make more episodes of the X-Files. What are your thoughts about that? Supposedly this show is very successful as it is. In my opinion, I don't know, I used to watch the old X-Files and I liked it. I wasn't that of a fan of it. So the new one, it's been to me. It's just seen a couple of episodes here and there. It's not been for me, I guess. But tell us, what do you think? Would you like to have more episodes? Tell us down below. We have an announcement that Disney World will have Star Wars themed attractions. We're gonna have Star Wars: A Galaxy Far, Far Away for this April, and we're also gonna have a fireworks show, Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular, for this summer. Tell us, are you excited about this? Are you gonna go to Disney World just for that? Or are you planning to go in the near future? Continuing with Disney news, do you remember Pete's the Dragon? I love that movie. Well, we have a poster that gives us a sneak peek of how the dragon might look. I don't know. The dragon used to be a cartoon and now it's gonna be CG. Let's see how it goes. Stan Lee's last Canadian convention that he will ever be in, it's the Fan Expo in Toronto, Canada. In an interview with the Toronto Sun, he announced that even though he's still in good health, it's getting harder for him, and I don't know how much he will continue to appear and make cameos in all the different movies and going to different expos. You gotta remember the guy is 93, but he's still in great shape, and it's kind of sad to see. The X-Men creator, Spider-Man creator, all these great Marvel heroes that he created, he's still by far one of the biggest legends that we have in the industry. It's kind of sad to see the people getting old and making it hard to do stuff that they love, because he loves appearing in different expos and movies. But 93, he's still rolling, but we don't know for how long. Capcom, you said you were gonna fix this, okay? You said you're gonna fix this. You were infamous for what happened with Street Fighter 4, right? Where you pretty much relaunched the actual completed game 6 or 8 months after the first one came out. You were charging, what, $5 per costumes or new characters? Nickel and diming everyone with stuff that you either already had or you just had more time to do it so that you were able to bring it to the public. Now, Street Fighter 5 comes in, you're doing it all wrong in my opinion. I understand that you need to make money, okay? But nickel and diming your customers like that is not the way to go. I know that you can make all of the things you can unlock while playing, and games have done that before, like Smash Brothers, for instance, in the N64 era, where in order to unlock the 4 other characters, you needed to perform certain things in game. But unlocking them, what's actually kind of fun and not as jarring as Street Fighter 5 is gonna make it. It's gonna make it so that only people that are very committed to the game are gonna be able to unlock your stuff, or they will have to pay real money in order to do it. Why make it so that now people have to either invest all of their time into your game or make you pay. That's bullshit, Capcom. Capcom, you have to release the complete game for people to buy it and not have problems with your game. Right now, you're gonna have a lot of backlash. And hear me now, quote me later, but this game is probably the one that is gonna be selling the less out of all of them, because us gamers, I just have it up to here with the industry as it is, the bullshit that is happening. I mean, you're going back to the mobile business model, and that's not the way it goes for consoles. You gotta remember that. You can't go and do a model that is based for fucking phones on the go, that people just have to do it for 3 minutes and go to the bathroom, take a shit and just leave it like that, compared to the fucking being on the couch for hours playing. It's not the same business model. Get it in your head. It's not gonna work. Like as I said before, hear me now, quote me later. Until now, it's been expected for a Street Fighter to have a solo component and a multiplayer component. Both together were the game. They've always been like that. And now what happens? We have no solo player. Only multiplayer, and guess what? The fucking servers are up to the brim and they're not working correctly. And for all the hardcore players that love this game are defending it, just keep in mind this. Right now, they're taking the people who love the solo game out. What's stopping them to stripping your fucking multiplayer down to bare bones? Because they're testing the waters. Okay, so what is that we can survive with minimum effort? They're gonna be taking features off, and then you're gonna make you pay for them. And then what? You're gonna have to pay $100, $150, $160 for a complete game? That's bullshit. Capcom, as any other company, needs to make money. You understand that? There are much better ways to do it. Fucking Bethesda, right? Look at Fallout 4. No multiplayer, all solo player, a freaking huge game, great game. It made its money way more, and they're moving to the next project. Okay? Do that. Just work on your game and have a fantastic game, complete game. You should pay complete price for a complete game. Don't expect less. I, for once, I'm speaking with my wallet. I'm not buying this game until it's complete or it's heavily discounted. If it's half a game, I should pay $30, not $60 for it. Give me my fucking glasses for this. The Retro VGS guys are back. Remember the Retro VGS, that fucking console that went nowhere from Indiegogo, I believe, because in Kickstarter they would not let them put it there because they didn't have a prototype. Well, these fucking guys are back. By the way, if you wanna listen to our opinion with the Retro VGS, we did a podcast for that, link in the description below. So the new one is called Coleco Charmeleon. They license the word Coleco, they don't make shit now. Whatever, that's not the point. They're trying to go back again to Kickstarter, but for Kickstarter you need to have a working prototype, right? So these fucking frauds of guys, they went to the biggest toy convention in the world in New York, and they came with a fucking prototype. The prototype is so clearly a fucking Super Nintendo Mini inside Atari Jaguar shell. It's a fucking Super Nintendo inside a fucking Jaguar shell. They're trying to fool us. Problem is, us gamers, we love to look into it very in detail. First of all, they only were showing Super Nintendo games, right? That's the first flag right there, because it's supposed to be an FPGA that will play a lot of different consoles. You say, okay, the Super Nintendo games, that's the only thing they have, okay. Then, if you look at it closely, they were using Super Nintendo controllers, right? You say, well, they can use Super Nintendo controllers, that's no problem, right? What's the deal? They were hardwired into the console. They had fucking tape so that you would not able to look the connector. So the cable was going in, right? So what happened? It was fucking connected into the fucking Super Nintendo Mini inside of it, right? Okay, you say, well, that's not proof. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Then you know what happened? Everything was shown in a fucking CRT TV. This thing is supposed to be HDMI only. Why only? Because having composite audio and video out, it will have a lot of problems and will increase the price. So why the fuck were we having a Super Nintendo connector? What is very similar, it's hard to see, but it's pretty much a Super Nintendo connector for AV out that was taped to not see inside what it was into a CRT TV, because the thing is a fucking Super Nintendo. There's no fucking hardware. These guys have no fucking prototype. And if this flies into Kickstarter, first of all, this is not gonna pass Kickstarter. They're not gonna have, I believe they went from 2 million to 100 or 300,000, I don't know. They should not have one of our dollar money. These guys have nothing working. They will never have nothing working. It's all a sham. It's a fraud. Do not pay them any of your hard-earned money. No fucking developer will make games for this. They might have 1 or 2 games. After the second year, they're gonna have 0 because they're not gonna sell it, because this business does not make any sense. People who want to have the cartridges back, believe me as having a retro gaming channel on YouTube, I love retro gaming, but that's not coming back. That's not the way of the future. Doesn't make any sense. These guys, even if they have things developed for them, they're not gonna be the best port, not even close, right? Because what happens nowadays, everything needs to be patched. This thing cannot be patched because everything's gonna be on hardware, on a cartridge. You think people are gonna develop a game and have it ported into the fucking Coleco Charmeleon thing and work completely? Let's say it does, okay, but what's gonna happen with the other ports? Other ports are gonna be better. They're gonna have DLC, they're gonna have patches to fix whatever problems it has with it, they're gonna have better graphics, they're gonna have better sound, it's gonna be on all different consoles that you're gonna own, and now you're gonna have a fucking piece of shit on your own. It's not gonna work. Don't pay anything for it. It's just shit. Well, settling down. Thank you very much, guys, for watching the weekly wrap-up with me. I'm your host, Antonio from Gokalo Retro Reviews, from Ian, the Historic Nerd. I'm hoping to see you next week. I'm probably not gonna be here next week. I'm hoping, I don't know. You'll see. But in any case, I'm here in spirit, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week.